Show on stream. Yes, push the guest. Okay.
Huh?
All right. I'm getting a firewall allow access. Allow access. Sorry, professional
I
streamers.
am the
There
most
we
complicated
go.
virus.
There we
Am I on?
go. You're on. Everyone see her?
I
Look at
am.
how pretty she is, guys. Look at this model. She is so pretty.
Thank God I don't have blushing on my model. But hi. Oh my God, I'm huge.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna move next to you is what I'm gonna do. So that I can be like your sidekick cat for the
Oh,
night. Hold on. Where's my? Yep, there's me. I'll go. Chat's on the other side of you, so I will go on the other side of you. There we go. Here we are, chat. This is us. This is the VTuber
hi.
life. Welcome, welcome. All right, so first off, we'll start out with a shout out. So, just to make it light, and then we'll see what random. See, the thing about the shout outs is it's just going to pick a random clip or
Oh no, it's
highlight.
gonna pick a clip.
It's going to pick
Okay.
at random,
Okay.
and we have no idea what it's going to pick. So, that's actually kind of fun, in some aspects, so that it could be embarrassing. And you are going to have to explain what we're watching.
I throw guns.
Okay, here we go.
I
Let's
sling
see,
them.
what does it pick?
This is what a gunslinger
Oh.
Gantz does.
I've got a
Nightmares. What
mask
makes you
on.
say that? I don't know. I think I'm cute.
Okay, so what was that?
That was me attaching a mask of another VTuber to my face
There we
and
go.
pretending I
There we
was
go.
him. It's like if I got a little cat mask and like slapped it on and
Oh,
I was like,
yeah, you
"Hi,
could
I'm Ninja
Ninja
Gato
Gato.
from
You could
465."
be Ninja Gato as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So, all right. So, I just know you as Ori,
Mhm.
and I want to say TsundOrii, but
Mhm.
how do you say your VTuber character name?
That's
Pronounce it.
basically it. It's a pun on tsundere.
Tsundore? What is that? Explain that to
It's a
us.
tsundere is uh like an anime trope in that like it's someone that doesn't quite like you at first. Maybe plays a little hard to get.
Oh, really? Is that like
Yeah.
is that like Tsunade from Naruto? Like,
Uh
was she just like
I'm not
that
that
trope?
familiar with
Oh,
that.
okay,
I
okay.
think the trope have you watched TsundOrii?
Nope.
Okay. It's just someone who's like a little bit hostile
Oh,
initially.
really? Initially hostile? Okay.
Or maybe a little dramatic.
Oh,
Um
okay,
I
okay.
used to have a redeem that was called Mean to You on Purpose. But I'll be
What?
honest, it's more a pun than a personality because like I
Oh.
struggled to insult people. Like it was I tried deep in my bones to insult people properly, but I couldn't quite do it.
Okay. Yeah, and also it's not you can have fun with your community, but you never know if it's gonna go too far or the punch is too hard. And
Yeah, I mostly insulted them for their taste in streamers and why the hell they were on my stream. That's really what I can get them for.
well, I will say all of my chatters have a good taste in cats. So they're here because
Nice.
they like cats. So they obviously have good taste, right? Right, chat? You guys have wonderful taste. So excellent, excellent. Okay, Sundori. How long have you been streaming for?
So I have had a proper model since I'd say April of 2021, but
2021.
I have
Okay.
been going live, I want to say, since maybe the very beginning of 2021.
Oh,
But I didn't always have a model. In fact, I started streaming not at all with the purpose of entertainment.
really?
Yeah,
You were just like art or teaching
I
us
used
stuff
to be
or?
a hardcore raider, so I would
Uh-oh.
stream so that I could clip when I died and replay like what went wrong. So I was a Final Fantasy 14 raider, if any of you are familiar with that scene.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And so I would stream for that. And then I remember my raid lead at the time made a joke about becoming a waifu VTuber, and I didn't even know what a VTuber was. I
Yeah, talk about that. How
Just
did you discover
open
VTubing? And what
Yeah, I
that's
opened up
that's
a
the moment
V-Roid
that inspired
studio.
you? Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, "Ooh, fun. It's like a character creator." Um, and I had a little bit of a 3D modeling background, so I just kind of started putting something together, and that's when I got my very first short-lived lizard Ori model to match my Final Fantasy 14 character, which at the time was an
Interesting.
Aura. Um,
Okay.
very looks very different from what I am right now.
Very different from what you are right now. Okay. Okay.
hmm
Interesting. Interesting. Wait, so you do 3D modeling on the side, or is part of like a normal
Um,
job, or
I
just
used
was
to
fun?
be um a designer, so like 3D modeling of
Oh.
like buildings.
Oh, okay.
So any like products and things like that. But never did character stuff, but the skills translated okay. Um and so that was just really me messing around in VRoid Studio though. So um currently on the model that you see right now, which is I'd say like the third or fourth iteration, the only thing that is still VRoid, I'd say is my base
CAD.
rigging and the buns on the top of my head. Otherwise, everything is new.
Everything is new. Okay, so
It's
this
just
has
been a
been an iteration work in progress.
oh yeah. Oh
Never
yeah, it's
ending.
been an evolution.
Actually, I think I can do this. I might have to hide you for a sec so chat can actually see. So I'll do that just for a second. Um, I'm gonna pull up, I think I have your TikTok.
Oh.
Can you
Okay.
tell us what this is your
Yep.
evolution? This is your
Yeah, that
evolution?
was Lizard Ori.
That was Lizard Ori in 2020,
Yep.
2021.
21.
Then
And
you start
then
get the hair.
that right
Okay.
there. Yep.
And now,
Evolution,
as,
evolution.
oh, you got some jiggle physics there.
Yes. Then we
You
put
did
in
the
the
math.
jiggle physics.
You did the math. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I did warn you. I did a light social
Mm-hmm.
media dive. So there's that. Let me see. Oh, it should bring you back up. Or did I? Oh, there we go. Phew. All right. Nice. Okay. So it's been, so out of the box, like if somebody was to start down the route you were going, what would you tell them? Where should they start as a VTuber?
Oh, as a VTuber, I mean, um, don't invest in a model until you realize if you like streaming or not.
Okay.
I feel like people will pay
That's
a lot of money
huge.
up front. Um, and then like they'll be beautiful and their promos will be, gorgeous, but if you don't enjoy interacting with chat, if you don't enjoy the banter, then you've wasted a
True.
lot of money. Like there are some hilarious, adorable VTubers out there that just use like a Vroid model,
Yep.
you know? A lot of my friends at the beginning were just Vroid models and the content like the model is the sparkly bits. If the core of it is, a funny personality or someone who's really good at gaming, like a skill-based streamer, then that's your ticket right there. And if
Okay.
you enjoy that, then invest in your sparkles,
Okay. Okay. I will
Um,
agree. And I will also agree. It seems like there's a ton of like thirsty scammers out there looking for streamers just starting out specifically.
oh yeah, a lot of people will fall for, I don't know. Do the graphics bots on Twitter do they actually make you a graphic?
I have no idea.
There's a million of them though.
Yeah, like I probably say like a good 30-40% of my followers are those graphic bots.
Yeah, I watch my follower
We're
count
boned.
wiggle
Yeah. No,
because of
Claudius,
it.
you're not boned. So she is right. Thursday, we're actually interviewing a VTuber by the name of Chinese Cabbage Farmer. He's like 3 frames.
Huh.
He's 3 frames
Oh,
PMG, straight up. And
cool.
he's actually very entertaining to watch because he's got the personality. He plays some pretty fun little indie games, and that's why I'm trying to tell the chat that like you could go as technical as you want with this, and you can go as simple as you want with it. And I will say there's a beauty in. Yep, Jaredon, I love cabbage too. There's beauty in simplicity because
Yeah.
let me ask you about So tell us about your rig. Like, let's hear the hardware side of it, and then let's hear the software, if you're willing to share your trade
Yeah,
secrets.
the hardware side is just an iPad. Um,
Wait, you're
some
running
Vuroid
off an
recorded.
iPad?
Oh, my an iPad for my facial tracking.
Okay.
So I have what's called perfect sync in my face, so I can do stuff like this. You can see my cheeks.
Okay.
I can stick out my tongue. I can have pretty expressive eyebrows. La, 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 la. And this sort of more expressive modeling is only possible with Apple products, actually. Anything that's an iPhone 10 or above, it has something called a true depth camera. So that is the same type of camera that lets you use your facial unlock on your iPhone so that you couldn't just like hold up a picture of your face to unlock your phone. Uh,
So that's the
so
difference. Okay.
yeah, so the camera can pick up depth and therefore can track facial expression really well. And so um, I've got an iPad there. Um, and as for the actual software, I'm using Vignon, although I might switch over to Warudo, work in progress. My model was created in a mix of Blender and Unity.
Okay.
My base armature is still a Vroid armature that I've edited a bit now, quite a bit now.
Wow. Okay, and then what type of machine are you using?
Like my PC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I've just got a plain old PC I built. At this point, it's about 2 years old now. I've got a GeForce NVIDIA 1080 in there, an i7 and like 32 gigs of RAM. This was like my pandemic fun project, so I bought RGB everything for funsies. My power supply is RGB. No one sees that.
yep, you do that for yourself.
it's
That's awesome.
it's fun though. It's fun.
So you too are running a 1000 series video card. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So see, guys, see, you can, some of it can be done with a light, video card, 10 series. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess relative. I'm kind of outdated now, but I mean, it serves my purposes.
Yeah. No, no. Like, I think your model's beautiful, and I enjoy being in your streams. I enjoy watching you, and it shows that, you can do this with, very easy hardware, and that makes it more
Yeah, yeah,
reachable. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, totally. And the iPad was an investment until I didn't
Yep.
have that
Jay
until
the Dragon's
say,
here.
hey Jay, welcome. Jay's one of my viewers.
Yeah, I noticed.
Um, and I was just using my webcam. And like again,
Wow.
the facial tracking is the fancier facial tracking is just the sparkles,
Uh-huh.
you know. It does make me feel, I think, a lot more present and a lot more expressive to have this part of my face available. I also have hand tracking, but I don't usually use it.
Meanwhile, smokescreen swimming in 1080s over there.
Oh, you got a 1080 to share?
He's 1080 rich over there. Shoot, man. Like, so I told chat at the beginning of the stream I just bought my first iPhone like 2 days
Ah,
ago for my 2.0 model. And
ooh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
and it's like I've already done some testing, and it's too heavy. The model is too heavy to do a game and a VTuber at the same time.
Hmm.
It's like I'm gonna research doing a low poly model of the same thing, or like I'm doing some other things. I also have like I just got an Elgato card, so I'm thinking about doing a dual laptop setup because all I have is old gamer laptops. So I'm a human servant. He just buys a new gamer laptop every couple of years, and that's how he's done
Mm-hmm.
it for decades, And
Yeah.
so that's how I started. I'm using some used hardware that's older, and if you want to get super super technical, you can go down that route, or you can have something that looks like yours that I think looks just fine and is beautiful, and it's not that
Yeah,
hardware
I
intensive.
yeah, I think the most intensive thing is maybe my hair. or the boob physics or something. But uh,
Jiggle physics are important. My chat
yeah,
will
just
tell
some
you.
like oh
They're
my
very
god,
important, you know.
something about 3D glitches and video game glitches like
Oops.
crack me
Spoilers.
up so bad.
Spoilers. Ah, where was it? There. All right.
Hmm?
So I have spoilers behind you. I'm glad you didn't notice them. Oh, I was looking
Oh,
for
I
that.
didn't notice. No,
Yeah. Okay, there's our
should
cat.
I
Back
be
right
noticing?
back. Spoilers. Okay,
Uh,
let's talk about your persona. How did you come
my
up with your
persona.
persona? Is this mostly you? Is this mostly a character? Is
It's
this
really mostly me.
okay? So this is you in life and you on stream.
I
Awesome.
also have purple hair in real life. Yeah.
What? You have purple
Yeah.
hair?
It's
Cool.
actually even purpler. It's like a more vibrant purple.
Hmm.
And I don't have purple eyes though. I wish. Um, but really, I'm kind of an extension of myself. In terms of lore, I'd say the only thing that's different is uh, to keep with the celestial theme that I just think is really pretty and fun. I'm um,
Oh, yeah. Let's
lore-wise,
back it up. Let's back it up.
yeah.
Start from the beginning. What is the lore? Tell us the lore.
The lore is that I am the caretaker of the moon. I'm a gardener on the moon.
Oh,
So, uh, the Moon Tourism Board has hired me to take care of the moon here because, you know, the number one reason that people don't want to go to space is it's not a foodie destination. The food sucks out here. So, if you want the food to not suck out here, you need to be able to grow a damn vegetable.
yep.
So, step one, grow a vegetable in space.
Hey, there's no bugs in space, so you probably don't have to worry
Not
about that.
yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. And I joke that you know, like the moon landing, you see the video of, you know, one step for mankind, whatever.
Yep.
I was actually a weed seed that was just embedded in the bottom of his boot.
And
So he took a
you
step.
and
I
you
landed on the moon,
and
and I'm actually
manifested.
just a weed.
This is deep. This is really deep. So
I'm a moon weed.
okay, moonweed.
Uh, but really, my lore is that I mean, in real life, I am a pretty avid gardener, and so online, my garden's just in the moon, on the moon.
All right. Smokescreen says hopefully Gordon Ramsay will be able to open a restaurant over there. She'll have fresh
Mm-hmm.
tomatoes. Nice, your
Yeah.
gardener. I did see your plant pictures on your Twitter, so I did see that you are a gardener. That's cool. So you garden in life, and you garden on stream. That's cool. All right, so that's your lore. Um, what do you say? How how do you engage with your chat? Like, I want to know what you do to build a community on your channel.
I let them throw ducks at me. That's like a common theme.
They could throw ducks at you.
Yeah, so I have a
Is that a
redeem
channel
just called,
points or bits?
yeah, channel points redeem called Ducky,
Oh,
and you can just like chuck a duck at me, and it just squeaks. Wait,
based.
I can do it right now. Hold on, y'all will get to see the duck.
Okay, let's see
One
the duck.
moment.
Let's see the duck.
Where's Ducky?
There you go.
Okay.
That's always a nice way. You can actually literally throw stuff at your streamer. Okay.
Duck. Yeah, and so, they throw that stuff at me. I also tend to have like a question of the day.
Oh, that's a good one.
Actively reading and engaging with Quack Champ. Yeah.
Quack champ.
And I'll say that I am not a skill-based streamer, except when I was rating. Like, you know, at that point I was a skill-based streamer, but at this point I'm an hopefully entertaining streamer, and so I don't mind pausing my game to catch up with chat or yeah, taking some more time to ask some questions instead of focusing too much on am I dying in game?
Yeah, I will say that's one of the nice things about Baldur's Gate 3 is the combat is
Yeah,
turn-based, so it's still,
turn-based.
yeah, it allows you to engage with your chat, which I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, you've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. That's how I found you, was Baldur's Gate 3, believe it or not. Because I just went through the category and was like, oh wow, look at how pretty this one is. So I
Aw,
joined your
thanks.
stream and I actually enjoyed myself. Let's
Oh,
see.
good.
Let's see what it looks like. Jade the Dragon says, can't confirm. Ori is very engaging moodweed. And lots
Moon.
of hearts.
Thanks, Jay. Yeah,
All right.
Jay's been there for a long time. He's been telling me not to die for years now.
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
yeah, don't
Hmm.
listen.
All right. What do you typically stream on your channel? I think I saw Baldur's Gate 3 for sure. What other stuff do you do?
Yeah, so at current, I'll tend to play one game for a while instead of hopping around.
Okay.
So I will, right now it's Baldur's Gate, and maybe a little bit of, I did Hades recently, maybe Stardew Valley. I definitely play a lot of farming sims, obviously, kind of cozier games.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
but at some point, I'm sure there's going to be a game that catches my attention that I'm like, oh, I would rather play this for a couple weeks, really. I will play anything except a platformer or a horror game. And I might even bend the rules for like a horror visual novel as long as I can control the pace of the game. I don't like jump scares.
Oh. Yeah, I don't really like jump scares either. That's not that great of. I mean, it's engaging content that the chat likes, but it
Ah,
just
God.
doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel
At
good.
least my VTuber can't sweat because trust me, I am. If I, uh, it would take maybe a charity event for me to play like Phasmophobia or something like that. I did it like once
Um,
on stream for a collaborative stream, but I would absolutely never ever do it by myself.
yeah.
Um, I
Uh,
yeah, I know y'all love scaring streamers. Scare me by throwing a duck at me. That's
they
that's easier.
love scaring and torturing streamers. Like,
Yeah.
oh, so you missed it earlier. I had a sub goal, and I was like, well, I don't think it's gonna happen because like I'm not that big of a streamer, and I was like, well, I'll throw it
Mhm.
out there that if we hit my sub goal, I will debut my 2.0 model a day sooner, instantly.
Oh.
Instantly, they redeemed it, and so now I'm just like, fuck,
Ah.
now I'm locked in. They took
Well,
away
then
all
you better
the.
be ready.
I know, man. They are good. They love to torture their streamers. They love to torture them. All right. Let's talk about. Uh, let's see. I think I was pretty happy in your community, but how do you handle negative comments and trolls? Have you had too many in your
Uh,
channel or in your community?
mm, not in that extent. I have had the instance, unfortunately, where someone I used to collaborate with is
Uh,
not a good person,
oh,
and I've had to deal with that. But I I don't want to say I have a thick skin
okay,
because I feel like that invites people to just say asshole things.
okay.
But I also I don't see I don't get positive reinforcement necessarily out of my viewers.
Mm,
And as weird as it sounds to say that, it's just I have confidence in myself as an entertainer that I don't need someone to tell me that I'm cute or that I'm funny. Like I enjoy those comments, and that's good feedback for me to know how to improve my streams. But if I went a whole chat or a whole stream session without someone like actively saying I was funny, I'd be totally fine with that.
mhm. Nice. Okay. We've actually been pretty lucky on my channel. And I think the only thing I've had is like those view bots that pop in every once in a while.
Oh yeah.
They're like, hey.
Um, I have had like when you play things like Gardic Phone or anything where the public can get involved, you get
Hmm.
a lot of strange viewers that are not typically part of your community, and they'll draw awful things and put them up on stream.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I've had that happen in a stream I was modding for a close friend, and that was a little difficult to handle.
Yep.
Just because like I don't want people saying the people were just saying terrible inflammatory things just for the sake of it. Um,
Yep. Uh,
but
I
yeah.
will say, like some of some of my chat, we come from the Code Miko community, and
Oh, okay.
she did the thing where you can tap on the screen and it shows you where the majority of chat is tapping, so to like vote on stuff and things.
Mm-hmm.
Automatically, they just started drawing a penis on her face.
like you do. You
Exactly.
know,
And there's thousands
I
of people,
Open
and
myself
there's
to
oh my goodness,
dick on face is funny. I think the things that the people on Gardic Phone were saying were like actively racist and bad. So it's like, oh,
Oh,
it's no
ooh,
longer dick on face funny.
yep, yep.
Uh,
Let's see.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and the spokesman's reminding me that 50% of the people were just flat out clicking on her booba, like her
Booba.
in
Yeah.
yep on her boobs, just being like boobs, boobs, boobs. I didn't care about what was going on screen. Yeah, but it is wild when you get lots larger communities with the random stuff they can do. Um,
Yeah.
I also told my chat and my mods that I won't ever do one of those like you laugh, you lose or anything where they submit content ahead of time
Ah, yeah.
because a moderator has to go through that and filter out all the garbage, and it's not fun.
Yeah, even with a mod, your
But
mod's got to do the work there.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
lot for
even
them.
that's work for them, and then it's also just people put filth on there. I will
Yeah.
sheepishly admit that I got ISIS execution video debated by something a chatter put in.
Oh,
Yep.
that's awful.
It was, yeah, that was definitely, I needed eye bleach type of situation there. And then, like,
Yeah.
like, of course, since it was a Discord, I reported them to Discord against their terms of service for, extreme gore and types of things. And then, of course, I made sure to make sure that that username was banned forever. But I'm glad it never went on stream. But it's
Yeah,
just
for sure.
people are pretty screwed up in the head sometimes. They just get their jollies from doing some pretty messed up stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad your community is nice and safe, and you have a good
Yeah, they're
community.
pretty good. I think I fall into a weird niche of um VTubers that are a little bit older.
Yep.
Um and so there isn't much drama there, or there isn't much inflammatory behavior.
No, Claudius, I'm not gonna make you do it. He's my one and only mod slash oiler. All right. Well, speaking of costs and things, monetization, like that's a huge aspect of being a streamer. Is like some are in it to get the money, some are like hoping to aspire to be a big time streamer. Like, what's your view of monetization, and what are your goals, and what do you
Good
do to
luck.
get
Uh
monetized? Oh, okay.
I
Elaborate.
I have very little in terms of monetization goals.
Yep.
Like subs are nice, cheers and bits and stuff like that are nice. I don't foresee myself taking on a sponsored stream unless it was a game I legitimately wanted to play. I might just download Raid Shadow Legends just to meme on it, but not
Really?
not actually for the monetization purposes.
Yep.
Um, if you are focused on how much you're gonna make, that's a stress you put on yourself as a streamer that I think can affect the quality of your content. So when I stream, I don't look at my viewer count. I turn it off.
Oh, okay.
Uh, yeah, I think that's a big part of staying present as well. Instead of worrying like, oh, is someone gonna stub? And I have the privilege of like I don't have to worry about like my rent being affected by how many subs I have or something like that, you know? Um, so for people that are trying to make it, that it's a different story there. Um, and I for sure feel for some friends that are trying to do full time streaming.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I already told my chat that this is essentially a tax deduction for me.
Literally, yeah.
It's a tax
Um,
deduction because I'm not making any money. Like it's not gonna happen. It's I did make my own LLC so that
oh,
so I could do microtransactions on PayPal.
mhm.
So if somebody does a dono, PayPal doesn't take as large of a cut. But
Okay, yeah, business PayPal.
yeah, PayPal business. Yeah, but
I guess I have that too. Not an official LLC, but I do have PayPal for business.
yeah, yeah, you might look into it. They might ask you for an EIN if you're in the
Oh,
U.S., which then you'll just have to go down that route. So if you have questions, I went
mhm.
down I went down that route already, and I've got a
Gotcha. Okay,
LLC as recognized by the feds and currently in process to be recognized by the state. So yay! So that happens. Okay. What are your favorite aspects of being a VTuber?
I mean, it's fun to be a waifu on the internet. Like, we all love waifus on the internet. And yeah, Jay, streaming can be tax deductible. I'll say streaming on Twitch is the only reason I got a tax refund last year. Like, I was gonna get $0, and then I was like, oh wait, I spent all this money on streaming equipment, or like,
Yep.
things like that. And I was like, oh, thank God, I can get some cash back.
Yeah, it's all your business expenses essentially become tax deductions.
Yeah, you get, as an affiliate, you will get a tax form from Twitch and deduct put everything on there. Your emotes, the money you paid for commissions, any sort of stuff you bought off of Etsy or Fiverr, put that on there. Get that tax deduction.
Yep. Oh, do you prefer Etsy or Fiverr, or do we recommend one over the other, or just whatever you're looking for, just browse around?
I browse around. My sub stickers I think are Etsy. My overlays were Etsy. I think the more custom stuff is better on Fiverr for like music and logos, of course.
Jaredon
But
says, "Well, there's value in being a waifu on the internet."
it is fun to be a waifu on the internet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That in itself is pretty fun. Sorry, what was your original question? I've entirely forgotten.
No, that was it. Was monetization, and then we were discussing the aspects that you enjoy about VTubing.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
why do you like it?
Okay, one particular thing is that before I started streaming, I had this weird issue with playing single player games because I see gaming as a very social thing.
Mhm.
Like, I would always play MMOs. I was playing Final Fantasy 14, Overwatch, Valorant, like anything where I could have friends online and hang out online. And especially during the COVID pandemic, having my Final Fantasy 14 guild with me, like that was basically all of my social interaction.
Oh yeah, COVID was big. Yeah, for the streamerverse.
Yeah. And because of this, there were a lot of single player games that I was never giving a chance because I couldn't make that a social thing. And if I played it by myself, I knew I'd feel lonely.
Mhm.
But now that I stream, I get to play a single player game like Baldur's Gate, or at least in my instance, my current save file, it is a single player game, or Hades, and I still get to hang out with people and play my game.
Yep.
So it means I get to try games that I wouldn't normally play.
Okay, so I'm looking at your channel and it says you played Stardew Valley, Palia, Hades, and Baldur's Gate, and just chatting.
Yeah, most recently, yeah.
Of those, which is your favorite?
At current, of course. Well, actually, of favorite currently is Hades. Like
Hades.
that, I get an itch to play Hades.
Nice.
For Baldur's Gate, because I haven't completed the game yet, of course I want to know more.
Mm-hmm.
But if I just want to have fun and hit things, it's Hades.
It's Hades. That's your abuse. Very cool. And was Stardew Valley any good? I never tried that game.
Oh yeah, I played so much Stardew. That was on my re-debut stream. Something I played as well, and I let the viewers choose some stuff. I haven't returned to it just because it's like an old classic. Maybe I'll come back to it sometime, but I do have a save file there where the farmer looks just like my model.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. You said you played Final Fantasy and you raided, so you're a raider. Okay. What class did you play?
I was a dancer.
Dancer.
Dancer, yeah. It was a range DPS class, or if you're familiar with the classes there.
Nope.
Picked it up on a whim just because I initially, when I started playing, I was a black mage, and black mage was really hard. It was really difficult, and you have to stay still while casting, but also like cast, run away from like a mechanic that's gonna kill you. Cast, run away from a mechanic that's gonna kill you. So it was really, really punishing. To play as dancer, firstly, I'm a dancer in real life, so it kind of fit, and also it was just fun. Yeah.
You're a dancer in real life? Cool.
Like I said, I am 95% just myself online. So I am actually a pole dancer, and I've done also traditional dance as well.
Really? Uh-oh.
I've performed. I've been on stages. Not for pole though.
Okay. Okay.
Yet.
So as now you've piqued my interest. Would you say pole dancing is a good workout?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Really?
I am
Tell us
the
more.
buffest I've ever been. I am becoming a waifu, like WHEY foo.
Wow.
That's my goal. I've never been more flexible. I've never been strengthier. I've always been pretty athletic,
Okay.
but pole dancing is just it is so much more fun than it has any right to be. Um, so you know when like you watch figure skaters like twirl around in a circle and they go real fast
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're
yeah.
so graceful. All right, here's something that a lot of people don't know. The pole spins. You are not always scooting your skin across the pole. The
Oh.
pole itself has bearings in the bottom, and the outer layer of it is spinning around.
What? There's
Yeah.
actually ball bearings in that thing? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So there's usually a little gear at the bottom. And then similar to figure skating, so if I start a move and my momentum and my body is really extended outward, I will move slower. And then as I pull myself into a little ball, like a figure skater, I will go real fast. uh, and so that means for a lot of fun, pretty shapes and movement, and then afterwards you're real fucking dizzy.
Wow.
Hypercoggers.
Hypercoggers, hypercoggers.
I like that.
Oh, can you see it on my screen, or if you're looking at my screen? So I am gonna shame you though. I am gonna shame
Huh?
you. Um, chat, she does not have 7 TV. Or did you get it? Did you get that on 7 TV?
Uh, no.
No. Okay, okay.
You
So
see
I'm
it on your stream though.
yeah, yeah, that's hypercoggers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go exclamation point 7 TV, and this is for your audience as well. 7 TV is okay. I don't have stock. I'm gonna say that. People keep saying like, "What you got stock in 7 TV or anything?" No, they are. So one, it's an add-on, and I suspect they just want to be the king of all the emote extensions. So Twitch gave us
Mm-hmm.
like what, like I got like 8 or something like that from the normal. Better TV will give you like 30 or something. They gave Better
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
will give you up to 1,000 emotes. Guess how many I have on my channel?
I think you said a couple hundred, right?
I hit the limit. I am at 1,000 emotes,
Oh my
and they are
goodness.
all. The majority of them are animated, which is fun.
That's fun.
And you can actually like steal the same emotes that because somebody just publishes it and you can take it. But I got to like popular streamers and I've taken some of their really good ones that they've used because they're public use. So like
Mm.
right now, Smokescreen's doing People Meltdown. You can see it on my screen because he's probably melting down. Like, how has she not had um, 7 TV yet? And I will say it will elevate your chatting experience and
Okay,
your streams
okay.
experience. So I recommend it. So sorry, there's an unofficial plug that I shamed you for, but
You
open
have told me
source.
about this before.
Yep. So there you go. That and Jay's heard it now. So Jay, if you have it,
Jay, you've heard it, yeah.
you could install it right now, and you can see I have the majority of mine are cats. Yep.
I
Yep.
do approve of that.
Yep. The majority of mine are cats. So what did he just use? He used the voices. It's pretty cute. Okay. Speaking of okay, this is where I'm gonna try to move the screen around a little bit because I want them to see your face.
Do you
Uh,
want me to zoom in?
no, I'm gonna adjust, alt click. Yep, I'm gonna trim the overlay, and I'm gonna move you to the left, and then I'm gonna you're gonna cover chat just for a little bit, and then I'm gonna move to a different tab. Who is this?
Ah! Oh my gosh, that's my lizard girl.
That's your lizard girl. So this was your final 14 character.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and
you've
you can see
become
that in
this.
my. We've
Oh,
changed so much.
you've
We've changed
changed
so
so
much.
much. All right, all right, all right. I'm going to make
Yeah.
myself small. so that I could just be like a lap-sized cat. Yeah, she's yeah. They're we are being smothered. Yep.
Were booba, yeah.
There
I
was
will admit
Boo.
there were some mods on that Final 14 game.
Oh,
There were mods.
there were mods. Actually, we watched a video today that says Starfield is good with mods. Like it's a decent playable game with mods.
Ah.
But I was making the argument that if you're a developer and your community has to mod your game into being an enjoyable experience, like why aren't you learning from them?
Yeah.
That's
I'll
like
say
huge.
for Stardew Valley, the developer is super supportive of mods.
Oh,
It's not like
nice.
it needs mods, but I mean, like, there's a lot of fun stuff that can be done with mods, and the fact that they've welcomed the modding community uh, makes people more invested in the game and want to play for longer.
Hmm.
Technically, for Final Fantasy 14, I was not supposed to be
Yeah.
modding.
Smokescreen 5 had hired the modders. Seriously, within
Yeah,
a
yeah.
few days, they had made such huge quality of life mod integration, upgrades. And I just find it amazing. Like, if you were working in a corporation and, somebody whipped out code that good, that fast, you'd be like, freak, give that guy a raise, a promotion, something. And these guys are doing it for free. Free.
Yeah, that makes me question what their playtesting cycles were. Because if no one mentioned like, hey, I imagine these are quality of life improvements, right?
A lot of
Um,
them.
yeah, so how come no one mentioned that at any level of playtesting?
Yep.
Which means they probably rushed their playtesting or did their playtesting without enough time to actually affect the game.
Yep.
They did
Okay.
it to validate instead of actually like verify that their design was good.
Yep. I play a lot of Isaac. I'm gonna have to. Oh, I forgot that I put a cute kitty for mods. I'm gonna have to change that email. I play a lot of Isaac, and mods are for Isaac are great. Okay, I've never played Isaac. We'll have to look into that one.
Mm.
It's hard for
Yeah,
me to
nice.
play without them. I will say that's one of the things that annoys me is like if your game is unplayable without mods. Like I used to raid. I was a raider too. I played World of
Oh.
Warcraft. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and it was so frustrating that you couldn't go to a friend's house and use their machine to play the game if you wanted to. Like, because do they have your mods? Do they, is this keyboard setup the same? It's just like, ugh, it's so frustrating. So, okay. I think, I wonder if this is it. All right. I also have something else to throw on. Who is this? Oh, they can't see it. They can't see the
Oh,
full picture.
that's Gwen.
Gwen. Who is this
She's
cat?
Gwen.
Gwen. I'm
I
gonna
call
see
her
it.
Gwenjamin Button.
Gwenjamin
But
Button.
this is my kitty.
That's
Hold
your
on.
kitty.
Make me
It's so
tiny.
cute.
That's my kitty. That's one of my kitties.
Nice.
She's so soft. People ask us like, how much do you brush your cat? And we actually don't.
Oh, is it a Russian blue? Is that
No, she's oh my gosh. I got like the 23andMe equivalent for cats.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it looks like a shit post, but the entire family tree it sent me was American domestic cat. It said that Gwen's
The
mom and
least
dad were American domestic cat. Their grandparents American domestic cat. Uh,
the least helpful amount of data they could give you is what you got for your money.
useless. Absolutely useless.
Absolutely
I will try
useless.
to find that image and post it in your Discord because it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, that is funny. That is funny. Holy cow. Okay.
Oh, wait, okay, I found it. Hold on. Let me copy this image. I'll drop it in your Discord.
Okay,
I'll
so
just
you
pop it in the
actually
general chat.
you literally paid money. Okay, I didn't know you could actually
I
do
didn't
the
pay money. It was
23.
a gift, thankfully.
Oh, good,
Uh,
good. But still,
but it was like a shit post. I was like, wow, we swabbed the inside of our cat's cheek for
oh,
that.
they probably didn't like it very much.
No, they hated it. And we did this for her brother as well. So they're the same dumpster kitties. I have a black cat named Oliver.
Okay.
He's a little less photogenic, I'll admit.
Mhm.
It's hard to take photos of black cats.
Jay says, "I
When they
hope you got a
have
refund." I don't think it works like that, Jay.
nah, they can't undo that.
Yep. There we
But
go.
yeah, I dropped that in your Discord. It really does look like a shit post.
Yep, there's your
This is literally
family.
what they
Like,
emailed us.
oh come on, that's not even. It's literally the same picture all over again. Like,
Yeah, because she's an American domestic cat.
from a long line of purebred American domestic
American
cats.
domestic cat.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. All right, all right, all right. So that's your kitty. All right.
That's my kitty. Yeah.
Let's see if this will spice things up. One second here. I found this. Can you walk us through this if you
Oh
care
yeah.
to? What is this and what are we looking at? What are these scores and what does it mean?
It was like I think a BDSM or like a sexual orientation sort of quiz.
Okay.
I'll say, especially as someone who is a pole dancer, I'm not overtly too lewd on stream. There are definitely people that are explicitly lewd tubers, but I am sex positive. Don't tell me about your sex life. Don't really want to know, frankly.
Okay.
Proud of you for having one. I think that people should talk about it because it's normal. I think I like lost a bet on Gantz's stream or something.
Oh,
I think
so
that's why
you
I had to
had to
post
do
this.
this? You had to post it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, as promised at Stream, my very scientific.
Yeah.
Wow, this like has a GitHub and everything?
Yeah. It's so sad. It was like 12 questions.
Oh, well, that doesn't seem like a large enough data set, but okay.
Yeah. But yeah, as a pole dancer, several of my classmates do have OnlyFans, are sex workers.
Yep.
And they are that sex work is work. You can fight me on that.
It is work. It is work. Should do the long BDSM test.
The long
Oh,
BDSM
so
test?
so Code Biko did it in her stream, and then she peer pressured her entire community to do it and post the results in the Discord. And so, like, they found out, like, I think her initial results were right, and that she was vanilla, but then, like, she went a while without, having a boyfriend, and then she got, like, sub type of results.
You generally only get weirder.
Yeah, yeah. The longer you go without, you get a little weirder because you're down bad.
And also, it's like, I didn't know that was a switch you could flip. Oh, okay. My brain's wired that way. Sure.
Okay, so we're looking at yours. So this is like you are hypersexual. Like, well,
Yeah, I guess so. At this time, look, it's 2022. Yeah, I was still kind of in pandemic-y mode. To be clear, I've had a partner for like almost 10 years now.
Oh, nice.
So this isn't really like me going out and hitting on lots of people. This is just how my brain is wired.
Your brain is wired, and
at least I bet you if I took that right now, it would be different.
Oh wow, oh wow. Okay, because this is saying you could go either way, being a dom or a sub. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 2023. It's been more than a year since I took this test.
Yep.
But yeah, 50-50 on attraction for gender. I am what I'd describe as quietly queer.
Oh.
So for me, again, because I've had a partner for a long time and we are in a heteronormative facing relationship, so to the public, we just look like a normal couple.
Okay.
I haven't had to like justify queerness. No one's gonna hate crime me for who I am dating, unless they're racist. They could hate crime me for that, because I am not the same race as my partner.
Okay.
But I am not super loud about it because I have friends that are queer and kind of have to like fight for that. You know, and I don't really want to draw attention away from their efforts.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're a proud supporter.
But not loud about it.
Yep, and you're a proud supporter of that community, but you're not going to detract from it. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't need my voice. There's a lot of other voices that should be heard other than mine.
Okay, but the 50-50 at the top, that means that you appreciate jiggle physics.
Yeah, oh, yes. I met Carlock yesterday on stream. I
Yeah,
was
that's right.
immediately thirsty. I was like, God damn, she's hot. Wow, that's a waifu if I've ever met one.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god, I'm attracted to muscles.
yep. Yeah, I was in your chat. And
Uh-huh.
Lazel was thirsty for you too. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
god, I'm
I
not
was
attracted to
evil.
Lazel.
Oh my goodness. As part of my channel, we've been doing this series where we've been watching the performance actors, their interviews of them.
Oh,
And
cool.
actually, Lazel's, like, the actress is hot. Is pretty damn hot. I would,
Ooh.
like, you might actually
Let me
check
look
that
her
out.
up. The
Yeah.
Lazel voice actress?
Yeah, like, there's this channel, Dan Allen Gaming.
Oh,
He's
damn,
been,
she is.
yep, she is,
She's not like my type, but she's hot. Yeah.
yeah. And yeah, I recommend those interviews if you're looking for, some
Cool.
interesting insight into the actors behind the game. Whoa, 71.9% deviant. Nice.
Oh, yeah, that just means there's more to life than just missionary.
Yep. You heard it here first, chat. There's more to life than just missionary. I
Hey,
like it.
if that is what floats your boat, go for it. But have you tried putting other things on or in the boat?
Oh, true. Now, you're open about your partner and being a pole dancer. Have you done private shows for your partner?
I don't have a pole at home. It requires a good amount of space.
Oh.
And not everything I do. I'd say I err on the more like sporty athletic side of pole dancing.
Okay.
So like strengthy moves, like when people hang off the side of a lamppost and they're just like making like an X or a T with their body, like they become the human flag. That's more my speed.
Okay. The
I do
physical stuff.
own some 8-inch heels. That is also my speed. They're crazy. They're really fun.
You must have like some beefed calves. Holy cow.
I do. I have considered posting pole content for subs.
Really? Oh boy. Oh no. That's gonna get your chat thirsty for other site.
Yeah.
All right. I've done enough digging. Smokescreen says he's 100% sadist according to the test, and then he's all saying, if you get a pole, don't use duct tape to hold it together.
Yeah.
I've seen that. What can happen if you do? Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that sounds outrageously unsafe.
Yeah, I've also seen it to where they get that like temporary pole that you showing it like extend and then you kind of like tighten it. That's kind of
like
a
tension
fixed pole.
poles?
Yeah, it's a fixed one, and those don't like people have overconfidence in those ones. I think
you need to line, but people don't realize you need to line those up with a ceiling joist. Like you need those to have not just drywall behind them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds dangerous. Holy cow. Okay. All right. That was. Oh yeah. And if you haven't seen me, that's me. So I doxed myself for your chat.
Hi. Wow. You're a handsome lad.
Thank you. I think that was all the digging. Or that's what I did. You actually have a very clean social media profile, which I'm a little jealous of.
You didn't find the right Twitter.
I didn't find the right Twitter. I guess so.
I'm serious.
Oh boy. Okay. That's good. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna open it up to chat. We've already had you on here for almost an hour. You guys have any questions? Oh, is that a challenge? No smokescreen. I'm sure it wouldn't take a lot of effort.
It's a private Twitter.
Oh, it's a private Twitter.
I would have to hit accept.
Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. Anybody in chat? Jay, you have a question you've been dying to hear an answer for, or smokescreen, or anyone about Ori? Oh, he's Hackerman's. Yeah. He must be typing Hackerman's.
Yeah, I've definitely talked about
shrug. Okay.
Pole dancing on stream quite a bit. I had a bit with Gunslinger Gantz, actually the one whose stream I lost the bet on and therefore had to post the results of that survey. We had a thing where I would just tell him the name of a move without any context, and he would have to tell me like what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, like what I did. So something like a garbage grinder.
What?
What is it? What is a pterodactyl? An iguana? I just did a pterodactyl today. It includes grabbing your own ass as a leverage point.
I
I had a handful of my own butt cheek.
I think I would want to Google that, but I can't do it on stream.
It's no. If you use Safe Search, if you want to ever look up a pole dance move, just type in the word PD. So like
PD.
PD pterodactyl or PD
Oh,
butterfly. I just got that one.
oh, this seems like a risky click. Oh.
If you have Safe Search on, you'll be fine.
Oh. Ah. Ah. No idea for a question right now, Jared. That's okay. That's okay. Would you ever go to full 3D motion capture and then do 3D motion capture pole dancing?
So someone at my studio actually does do this.
What?
I've seen her post about it. I don't like know her well enough to be like, hey, tell me how you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a pretty open book. Tell me how you do that. Okay, here's a funny story of how I got hand tracking, okay?
Oh, you got hand tracking now. Okay.
Yeah, so I have hand tracking. It's not on at the moment, but one day I was just stretching because, like I said, do many sport thing. I'm frequently sore. So I was just flopping around on my bed and I look under my bed and I see a little box that says leap motion. And I'm like, what?
You got a leap
Turns
motion?
out my partner got a leap motion ages ago and was like, you could play Fruit Ninja on this. This isn't very cool. But like, he just shoved it in a storage box and shoved it under our bed. I have been sleeping, literally sleeping on hand tracking for years now.
Wow.
I have been sleeping on hand tracking for longer than I've been a streamer. And so I like was like, what the fuck is under it? I like basically a brand new leap motion. At the time it was the very first model of it, and it's a little janky, so I don't use it because my mic arm boom, it confuses my mic arm boom for my actual hand, and it gets easily confused. The newer models are a little better on that. Anyways, as for full body tracking, it would be cool for me to do full body tracking. I still, in the space that I stream in, couldn't install a pole.
Oh, that's the biggest barrier is the space to install the pole.
I have in my Discord, I have a role you can select called a Florio.
What's
if
a
you would like to
Florio?
stretch on the floor with Ori, you can become a Florio. And I'll tag them when I'm doing like a stretch or a yoga session so that we could do it together.
So wow. So you
if
are
your back
literally
hurts, we can stretch.
So you literally work out. Hey, they stole all the moves from the cats. You know, we're professional stretchers.
Yes. Yes. It is funny to me that like the big cat stretch where you're like, ooh, big stretch, and you're all stretched out with your arms in front of you. That is not cat pose. Cat pose is scared cat pose, which is sad.
Oh, that's horrible.
It's horrible. The arched back, like what yoga calls the cat pose is the arched back pose. And you're like, no, why couldn't we have chosen a nicer kitty pose? But I will say at my pole studio, when you go into cat cow pose, this is like if you're on all fours, kind of arching your back and forth. If you take that in a circle instead and rotate around the axis of your rib cage, instead of just directly up and down, we call that disco cat. I don't know why.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Disco cat.
You know, I'm just astounded that I'm literally finding out today that you're a pole dancer, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it. I'm actually in the process of becoming a certified instructor. I've got brainworms for pole dancing. I love it so much.
Well, you said you were a dancer. What type of dancing did you do before that?
Before then, I was doing hip hop, modern.
Okay.
And this was on top of having like a full-time job. So I did like a hip hop. My last on-stage performance was 2019.
2019, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't performed since. And I don't have fear of public speaking, which is, I think, something else that helps me as a streamer. I do have fear of public performance.
Wow, that's well. I would say the VTuber aspect adds like a layer of anonymity, which helps empower you.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
okay. All right. You know what? Let's close it then with a good feel good question. What is one piece of advice you wish you had have known when you first started VTubing that you would like to share with others entering the space?
Mm. This goes for streaming in general,
Okay.
but our stream does not equal community growing. You actually grow a lot while you are not live. So things like being active on social media and um, having an active Discord, stuff like that is more effective to your community than doing like, I'm going to do a 24-hour stream challenge. I would never. Maybe, again, maybe for charity. But all that would do is make it really hard to cut clips out of your own content,
Hmm.
and you would be tired and your average viewers would be pretty low. So
Yep.
I would rather stream for like 2 hours to my core audience than 24 hours and hope someone new comes in. So
Hmm.
I did not do that at the beginning. I was just kind of going live whenever. Um,
Oh yeah, I forgot you had this re-debut.
mm-hmm.
Can you
I only
explain
recently
that?
got back into it like 2 months ago. No, a month ago. I re-debuted.
Ah,
What was it? August 4th.
okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's my advice, I think, to other people that want to get into VTubing.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any questions for me? I don't want to keep you. I was planning an hour slot, but I'm enjoyed just talking with you. I'm willing to have you here all night if you want. You're welcome to play Baldur's Gate with me if you want. Like it's up to
Maybe in the
you.
future we can play some Baldur's Gate. Um, have you been interviewed on stream yet?
No, I have not.
You have not been interviewed on
I have
stream.
not been interviewed. I just so long story longer is I literally just got started streaming not even a month ago. So
Ah,
I was a very active chatter who then became a moderator within the Code Beco community. And she's been working really hard on her Mikoverse project. So if you haven't heard, Code Miko is developing a front end UI to be able to become a VTuber. And it will
oh,
use Unreal Engine in the background. And it's just going to be an app that you get on Steam, and it you will use Steam, and I think it only requires like some light PC, a phone, and a keyboard. Like she's trying to remove the barriers, and
mm-hmm.
like I am so supportive of that vision that I wanted to be a part of it. That to the point to where I wanted to be a streamer too, so I can help her, be successful, and I could also help beta test, and also because like yeah, it kind of piqued my interest. And yeah, the Micoverse, if you haven't checked it out, you guys should Google it, the Micoverse. I will say we need more front end app developers because right now everything for VTubing is kind of like fragmented. Some of the tools, like currently as
Mm,
a 2D PNG, I'm just happy VTube Studio exists. Like, like that app being on the Steam store, being available, that makes it a little bit easier to be a VTuber. Um,
gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm like, we need more front end developers because I want to be 3D. There is
Ah, yeah,
way more freedom, and the fact that, like you did 3D modeling, so, there's 3D assets of everything. So it's like literally
yeah.
you could build whatever you want in the 3D world, in the 3D space. So
It would be so cute if like your viewers could throw cat toys at you and you could like jump up and grab them.
that's something I'm working on. That will be part of future
Uh,
development. Is some interactions. I want them to be able to like throw a ball, or
throw a cat treat. Give
throw a
them some
cat treat.
chimkin.
Yeah, something. So they can take care of their streamer cat. So that's my goals. But yeah, I haven't been interviewed because I haven't been doing this very long. I've been more of a active moderator on
Gotcha.
Twitch for the last couple of years, and then like Code Miko interested me, and then there was another 3D VTuber, actually developer, Dev Nethrich, who launched a channel called Nenoko, but that channel ended up collapsing because he was using an actress to put on the mocap motion capture suit, and um, they ended up not being able to work together anymore. And then he launched Lola Loading. I don't know if you've seen that 3D YouTuber, but I think I could do a
No.
shout out. So that's another one that I support with my free time by moderating. But I will do a shout out to Lola Loading, and we'll see whatever clip comes up. Let's see here. Exclamation SO Lola Loading. But yeah, she's 3D Unreal, and it's because So she's got the little avatars for her chat. Those are called Weewos. That's what's in the background. That little guy walking around. And then she's in the middle.
You said elephant first. Get out. You said.
Oh.
But yeah, these are the things you can do with Unreal Engine. And CodeMiko has been preaching it that it's a very powerful engine, very powerful tool. And that's the route I wanted to go. So I haven't put too much into the 2D. I'm debuting thanks to my moderator / Euler a day sooner, so I'm panicking. But yeah.
Do you have a date?
Yeah, Thursday.
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 Oh my
if
gosh,
you want to
it's
see
so
me
soon.
as the 3D cat.
What
Yep.
time Thursday?
Oh no! Oh no! So I'm gonna start stream at 6:30 ET, which is what 3:30 PT.
Okay.
Sorry, that was not intended to be a plug, but that's.
No,
I'm just.
I'm forcing you to plug yourself.
Oh
You just
boy!
interviewed me.
All right. Let's see here. And then I'm gonna copy your. And all right. Any other questions for me? I don't want to shush you off or shoo you off, but you're also welcome to stay if you need other things to do. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you.
I think that's all the questions I got for you. I feel like I should have you onto my stream and interview you. Maybe
Sure.
when your 2.0 model is coming out.
Yeah, sure.
We'll trade places.
We'll trade places. Sure, I'm more than open to that. I love. Obviously, I love talking to people, so I've learned that I can turn this into more of a hobby to do. So all right, so let's do this. Let's give you one last shout out in my channel.
Is it gonna play another clip?
Yeah, it's gonna play another random clip.
Okay.
I actually enjoy this because it's like clip roulette, and you two are you're gonna have to explain it. What's
count,
going
please? Please count. No.
Oh, this is Final Fantasy.
Was it me? Was it me? Oh, I am saying
One of us.
It was you.
Oh my fucking god!
Was that Final Fantasy? Was that a raid?
That was Final Fantasy 14. I was like, yeah, everyone count because you had to line up in like 1, 2, 3, 4, and you've done it correctly if 2 people are on every single spot. And there was like one spot with 1 person, another spot with 3 people, and I was like, you gotta count, and they're like, you're the one that didn't count. I was the one that messed it up.
See, this is why I enjoy the clipped roulette that this is, because it forces the streamer to explain it. So okay, yeah, and I guess this.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and I think this was also a good trial of this new guest star tool.
Yeah, I need to find out how to not be so green next time, or give myself my own background.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't even tried this, so
yeah.
Thank you for having me. Are you gonna go play Baldur's Gate now?
Probably, because I usually react for 2 hours and then I stream for 3 usually. And how long have I been live? Oh, and just so you know, just because fate deemed it so, I've already effed once today. So I was panicking about our interview because my internet just crapped out. So I was panicking.
Oh,
Yeah. So it was one of those days. But I'm happy. This was actually the pleasant experience, and you're my first interview, believe it or not.
oh, wait, I am?
Yeah.
Great job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So
Yeah, I'll say you have like I enjoy, this is going to be weird. I enjoy your voice. And I've had people tell me that they're in my stream because they enjoy my voice, but I also enjoy your voice.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So
You're, quite a baritone cat.
thank you.
Sounds a lot better than my cat when they're screaming for Chimkin.
I am adorable cat, and you guys aren't prepared for 2.0 cat.
I'm so excited.
I'm going to be a completely different cat. You guys aren't going to recognize me. So
Please be a cat boy. Please be a cat boy.
so
I can hope. Okay, I'll leave you to it. Thank you for having me.
all right, it's good having you. All right, guys.
Bye bye.
We'll see. Then I gotta figure out what happens after this. Okay. Disconnect the. Well, that was TsundOrii, our wonderful moon gardener, who was a weed. So yeah, we're gonna do more of these.